That should have done the trick. What's going on with the... There we go. Okay. Hey, what's up, brother? How's it going? Check the audio. There we go. It was good. The wedding was good. Let's see if I can... Okay, I think I need to turn up that a little bit more. How are you doing? If I go increase that, maybe that will help. Properties. Dang it. Damn computer completely like reset while I was gone. So now I'm having to play around with the settings. I can't do it unless if I'm streaming, which is an annoying thing because I can't like look at it not streaming, you know? Because I need to actually be able to hear it, and it's the only way I can hear it. Just mid? Well, that's better than bad, right? Let's see if that audio came through. Wonder. I highly doubt this. But no, that shouldn't change anything. Cause you can't even hear that. You hardly hear me do. Is the flood bad? No, not where my house is, but out towards like the farm and ranch. The roads flooded, and so we lost. We can't get out to the ranch since all the roads are completely flooded. I think I can hear it a little bit better. Just gonna max that out and start a game. See what do we want to play. Did y'all get anything? Anything big out there? It didn't seem like it rained too much north up where around us. Cause you know we were out of state for our honeymoon when it all hit. So when I found out about the rain, wasn't too bad. Okay. So when I found out about the rain, it we were just about to leave.
Where is he? stinking, rotten German! He was here. Now he's gone? He will pay for what he has done. Mark my words.
Okay, I think I can decrease the volume a little bit. Sorry, getting distracted. So we were about to leave the. It was the day before our last day on our honeymoon when I found out about what happened, and it's horrible. The stuff that's happened out there with all the flooding. Alright, I think that's good. Alright, I think the audio is better now. I can unplug my headphones on my phone. Alright, now I'm going to give you better attention. Alright, so when we found out that the floods, I had no idea all that rain was coming in. I thought it was like going to be like 105 while we were gone, and all sunny and all that. So on our last day there, we were playing putt-putt, and my dad calls and asks us, "Hey, are y'all coming in today, or are y'all coming in tomorrow?" I said, We're coming in tomorrow. We're coming back to the farm, which was Saturday when we're leaving. So this was on Friday, July 4th. And he's like, well, it's flooding pretty bad. The route you have to take to get back to the farm is going to be real flooded, so you got to be careful tomorrow. I'm like, really? So I Google, and I'm looking at all of this stuff, and the videos of just how the water just rose so quickly, and with that dam breaking out there, that's just sad stuff. And I'm not gonna, there's stuff I want to say, but about responses and stuff by the different fire departments. If you want to know how all of us feel, because I'm not going to say the fire department out loud, because the stuff I will say can get me in trouble with the chief and stuff. Yeah, I saw that video where, yeah, that was crazy. So you know what fire department I work for. So if you put in the name of the city I work for, Firefighters Association. So the name of the city, Firefighters Association, you will, I think it was the newest post our union leader posted. Either that or it's like one of the 3 newest on Instagram. And you'll see, I don't know if it's a video because I don't have Instagram currently, but my Instagram account got messed up, so I kind of lost my Instagram. And it will tell you how we responded to the floods. So I think you know my department, we are really big into heavy in responding to that stuff. And it was, I really gotta choose my words carefully. I mean, it is public knowledge now that we posted on Instagram, but I can still get in trouble. If you go to the Instagram, or I'm just gonna finish this thought before my mind keeps wandering. If you go to the Instagram account, you will see what our president posted, and the reason why we did not respond. Yeah, I'm going to stop there. Just if you actually really am curious and want to know, go to the name of the city, Firefighters Association, Instagram. Now I'll stop with that. Yeah, that 30 minutes is just insane.
Hell, pigs, my gun is full of bullets. Soon, you will be the same.
Man, I haven't played Black Ops 3 in a while. I was wanting to play like some, either the Black Ops 6 or Oblivion, try to finish the Oblivion series, or Minecraft, something, but since my Xbox had to restart, and for some reason I lost Wi-Fi connection while we were gone, oh, I'm dead. My Xbox did not update. I'll check the video out in a bit, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. My Xbox had an update, and it wasn't able to because I didn't have Wi-Fi. And then when I turned on my Xbox today, it needed an update, and every game needed an update. I'm like, golly. Yeah, those 20 kids, or it's over 20 kids. It's sad stuff. But let's quit talking about the sad stuff. So the honeymoon was fun. We went to, I guess I could say it because I technically don't live there. We went to Ruidoso in New Mexico. And we went to the horse races there, because the horse races are apparently pretty famous there. They're pretty famous there, and that was fun, just watching the horses. So after the horse race the next day, we went to, what did we do the next day? We just pretty much shopped the next day. Just walked around the main street, by all the vendors. Then after that, we went to some restaurants every night. The next day, we went to the 2 days I mainly can remember, because it was, I don't know, we did so much stuff. I'll just start saying what we did. So we went to a country club, ate at the country club, which is probably gonna be one of the most expensive dinners I'll ever have. It was kind of crazy, but luckily they messed up my wife's steak, so when they made her a new one, they just completely gave the next one free to her, which was really nice of them to do. Then on 4th of July, we went to Inn of the Mountain Gods, which is a casino and resort. They had a big 4th of July festival, and we were able to go and check out some of the vendors they had, some of the food vendors. We did paddle boating. kind of like the little boats that you sit on. That's like a bicycle. Did that for a bit. They have a little like stock tank there, or a little lake. They oh shit. They had a little lake there that was pretty nice. We were able to go paddle boarding on. Then after that, we went to a rodeo. Hung out at the rodeo. Went to a dance hall. You might think this is interesting. So after that, on the way back home, we went to Roswell. And that was pretty cool because during the 4th of July, they actually have like a little alien festival on their main street, all the way from the main, all the way from the main alien museum all the way to the town square. And so we went and hung out at the festival they had, which was fun. The museum was cool. It was a pretty cool trip. It was good. I think that's pretty much the bulk of it. A lot of it was the main thing. We went to a lot of restaurants because we were there for a week, so lots of restaurants. But I think the best 2 days had to be the 4th of July, going to the rodeo and the 4th of July festival, and going to Roswell. I think those two were my favorite days. They were fun. Yeah, aliens. So do you know about? Assume you do, the Roswell crash. So, in case you don't, what happened in Roswell back in, I think it was either the 50s or 60s. It might have been like 47 or something. But there was a crash outside of Roswell, north of Roswell. And it's apparently it's believed by many to actually have been aliens that crashed. The military released a statement saying it was a UFO flying saucer. And then 30 minutes later, they took back their statement of it being a saucer and said it was a weather balloon. So what they would do, those weather balloons, they had these like mannequins. So the reason why I know about this is the mannequin thing is at the Alien Museum they actually had a sounds familiar, might have. Oh, okay. So they actually hooked up these mannequins that were hooked up to these big balloons, and you know how like the big balloons that you can ride into the air, how they work. They have little fire that puts the gases from the fire into the balloon, and that actually will that in itself will propel the balloon up into the sky, right? So they would hook up these mannequins and send them up into the sky, and these mannequins had weather instruments to be able to track the weather. Part of the reason why they did it, I think this is more of a conspiracy, but part of a idea of why they did it was actually to be able to spy on Russia, Soviet Russia. Because this was at the beginning of... Shit. This was actually at, like, the beginning of... the Cold War, right? Like, during the height of... why did you not slide? The height of the Red Scare in the 50s and stuff. So they were using these weather balloons to track the weather and or spy on Russia. So they blamed it to be one of those weather balloons that crashed. Well, there is witnesses saying it was a flying saucer that crashed, not a weather balloon. There's witnesses that say, oh, nice. Witnesses that say that the government lied about it. And so that started like the big alien conspiracy about Roswell. Was that in fact, it actually was in fact a government cover-up, and it was actually in fact aliens. So that's why Roswell is famous, is because of that crash that happened, that some people believe it was actually aliens and not what the military says, that it actually was a weather balloon. I find that stuff fun to talk about or watch YouTube videos about, like a bunch of like the aliens, a bunch of conspiracy theories. They're really fun, especially so this one. So mostly it's conspiracies. So you know, I don't actually believe them. This one that's fun is Hollow Earth. Hollow Earth is where the Earth is actually hollow, and because it's hollow, that's where UFOs come from. So, alright, so I'm going to start from the beginning of this theory. So back in the 1600 AD, there was these maps that apparently showed the Earth having a giant hole in the North Pole. Well, this giant hole was actually apparently where you were able to enter into the center of the Earth, so the hollow Earth. So there's an old map from the 1600s that showed this. Well, fast forward to the 1900s, there's Admiral Byrd is his name. He went to Antarctica, and did some stuff down there. And then he went to the North Pole. Well, while he was doing some testing there, he was flying his plane, and what? I had Jug. Freaking windmilled me. So he that's fine. That way I can actually talk and focus on talking to you. So he flew his plane, and while he was flying, these flying saucers came up to him and kind of like got him in a tractor beam and pulled him into the center of the Earth. Well, as he's going in, so remember, this location is ice and snow and freezing temperatures, right? So there shouldn't be any actual green trees, green grass, like any life that lives like in that kind of climate. Well, as the story goes, he entered into that hole, and there's green grass. There is mammoths, like all these extinct animals, and these flying saucers. So this is a detail that makes this conspiracy theory fun. They had swastikas on them. Okay, so they're pulling them in with the tractor beam, and they force them to land. Well, when the leader of this group comes out, they're talking to him telepathically. And he calls themselves the Aryan race. And as you know, that's what the Nazis believed, and it was the Aryan race. Right? So it's also believed that a lot of the flying saucers, like the UFOs that were crashing and stuff in America, were actually Nazi technology that the U.S. was trying to mess with to learn on how to use the flying saucer technology. I wonder. And so I'm going to blink my screen out so I can show you a picture of it. Hold on. Let's see. Properties. Alright, just ignore this screen that's currently up. I'm going to go to Google on the Xbox so I can type this in to show you. Let's see, where's Chrome? Man, I can't find... Oh, there it is. Okay, Microsoft Edge. So, anyways, so these Aryan race were talking out loud to him. They were just talking to him through telepathically, and they oh, why did I just close that out? Dang it. Okay, so I'm gonna go undo my screen link. Go back to, there we go. Okay, so let me turn on my keyboard that I have hooked up so I can show you some of the stuff, because this is fun to me, at least. This is fun stuff just to joke about, talk about. All right, there we go. All right. Okay. So not see. I just freaking misspelled that, but whatever. I have dyslexia. All right. So it's theorized that the Nazis had this flying saucer technology, and as you know, a lot of the scientists came over. Great conversation points. Thank you. So as you know, a lot of the Nazi scientists actually came over from, well, obviously from Germany, and came over to the U.S. to help the U.S., and that was a way that they were able to avoid, actually was able to avoid being in big trouble after the war, to be able to compete with the, to help the U.S. compete with Russia. All right, back to Hollow Earth. So Hollow Earth, some fun. So after he talks to him telepathically, he tells him that y'all need to get rid of the y'all's nuclear weapons. Y'all need to get rid of the nuclear weapons because nuclear weapons are bad. We chose you, Admiral Byrd, because to go back and tell your people to get rid of these nuclear weapons. And then, so that way y'all can be peaceful. Y'all are playing with very dangerous science. So he goes back. He freaks out in South America during one of his expeditions. They lost this part's fact. They lost people, like they lost a few ships and lost a few men, and so they launched nukes at Antarctica. So it's kind of believed or thought that they were actually killed by these Aryans or runaway Nazis or oh, right here, alien saucer crash in 1937, Nazi Germany. Hitler's Roswell. Anyways, so they after they nuked Antarctica, they went to South America, and Admiral Byrd starts freaking out. He goes to the news and told them everything that the Aryans told him. Told them about how there's a great danger, how there's these flying saucers that attacked us. And then the next day, he pulled his statement back and said, "No, I never said that." Stuff like that, right? Playing dumb, basically. And so he ends up dying. He wrote everything in the journal. Now, people believe that the journal's real. People believe that it's not. And this journal was passed down to the son. And the son, he was about to release the journal. Well, apparently he died. He apparently died of, I don't remember how he died. Let's see. How did Admiral Byrd's son die? Whoa, that is huge. Malnutrition and dehydration. There we go. So apparently, that's apparently how he died. So some people believe that's not true. I mean, that's pretty cut and dry, I think. He died due pretty much because of Alzheimer's disease. But some people believe the government made him have Alzheimer's disease, you know? That's why this conspiracy theory is fun. It's not very believable. It's just more so fun. And so let's see. Let's just look up Admiral Byrd. Hollow Earth. Into images. Let's go to images. So it's called Agartha. Oh wow, that's bigger. I don't know why. What if I click this? There we go. So it's called Agartha. So apparently you're able to enter in through the South Pole, through the North Pole, and come through, and then you're in Agartha. And the central sun is like the mantle, right? So there's also all these little tunnels that go through from the center Earth, out through the ocean, through mountains. And so I don't know if you know, but there's a lot of videos. I'm not going to say they're real, but there's these videos that show these objects flying out of the ocean or going into the ocean. And so people believe that they're actually coming from this hollow Earth up through the ocean in their flying saucers and checking stuff out. So, see if I can find the 1600s hollow Earth map. Let's see if I can find that. Last time I searched it up, I couldn't find it. Is this it? I don't know what this is. That does not look right. Is this it? I don't think so. I think that's Agartha again. It also, let's see. Man, these old maps are just so hard to read also. Is this it, maybe? Is that the map? The old map? No, because that's Agartha again. That's inside the Earth, because there's North America, New York, yeah. Hey, thanks, Sim. I cannot find that map. We listened to a lot of podcasts on the way back, and they were talking about a map from the 1600s. I just can't find it. I don't know what map he was looking at. But apparently, also, there is Google Earth map. Apparently, there was like a glitch. Let's see. In Google Earth, at some point, showing the hollow Earth hole. And so they said, well, that's because we spliced together the map. But I mean, if you're going to be Google Earth and you're going to splice together a map, you would think you would actually, see, there's a hollow. You would actually take the time to fix that. Why can I not find any of it? No. Dang it. North Pole. I have no clue. So we started talking first about Roswell because we stopped by Roswell on the way back, and we kind of went down a whole rabbit hole of the conspiracy of flying saucers are actually Nazis, and now we're talking about Hollow Earth. I wish I can find that old picture for you. See, that this proves that it's real, right? I mean, Google is suppressing it. So as I told Brother Slim, these are just more so fun. I don't actually believe that the Earth is hollow, but it's fun. I think. I think it's fun theories, just to have fun with. I like these fun. See, I like these fun. See, you can't. Where's the Earth? I don't know how to work this. Bing couldn't find Google. Oh, because I'm on Bing. Do I actually have to search up Google Earth? Ah, dang it. Google Earth. There we go. I wonder if you can go back in time, like look at old Google Earth maps or pictures. It's gnarly. So, real quick, Slim, do you know about Roswell, the Roswell crash, and how people believe it was actually aliens, even though, oh, I didn't lose Wi-Fi, did I? No. How people believe it's aliens, and she thinks it's she called me a nerd a few times about this, but I don't. I think she'll roll her eyes if y'all ask her about it. She'll probably roll her eyes, and be like, "Oh my gosh, why are you talking to my students like this?" But so I have no clue about that crash. Okay. All right, I'm going to kind of start over, but I'm going to show pictures this time for brother since he didn't see pictures. All right. Roswell crash. All right, so Roswell crash, 1914. Let's start from the beginning with Google Earth. Oh, no. Now it might be. Nope, of course not. See, they know where we're trying to look up. They know we're trying to find the Hollow Earth. That's why Google Earth ain't working. All right, and then Nazi sauce. I'm misspelling again. Sir. Nazi saucer images. I'm misspelling images, I think. Maybe I didn't. Alright, quit that. Alright, let's start from the beginning. So, it's believed that the Nazis had UFO saucer technology. And when the war was coming to an end, as you know, that a lot of the Nazi scientists came to America, or they came to, or they went to Russia. Well, who was it better to work for was the U.S. Well, they went to the U.S., and a lot of people believe that the U.S. was trying to use the Nazi technology of the UFO. All right, so let's start with that. All right, so, and it's also kind of believed that the Nazis got the UFO technology from a alien crash that happened in Germany. All right, and so they backwards engineered it. All right, so the Roswell crash in 1947, it was out north of Roswell, New Mexico, and there was a witness that said that there was a crash. Well, the military shows up, and the very first thing they say to the news outlets is that there was a UFO saucer that crashed. And then approximately 30 minutes later, they came back out and said, no, it was weather balloons. So let's look up the weather balloons so I can show you what the weather balloon looked like. Balloon 1947. Alright, let's go to images so you can see it. Alright, so the government said that it was these weather balloons that is actually what crashed, not a saucer. And the witnesses were said, no, I saw a saucer that crashed. And it was to the point where one of the witnesses that got picked up, he was like, he gets picked up by the military and threatened not to say anything, but he still does. So that's basically the rundown of Roswell, was that there was according to the government, there was a balloon crash. A lot of people believe it was a UFO of some sort, either Nazis or aliens, all right? So there's the Roswell crash. All right, so fast forward a little bit to Admiral Byrd. So Admiral Byrd went to originally... So he went... he was an admiral, of course, in the military, and he went to the Antarctica, the South Pole first. When he went down there, he went to both of the poles, okay, the north and south. And see, as you can see, there's apparently holes in the north and south pole. Okay, so the North and South Pole, Admiral Byrd is going down, and he's in his plane, he's flying. And as you know, both the poles are supposed to be very cold, they're supposed to be freezing temperatures, freezing ice, no green grass, no nothing, right? Well, he ends up finding a giant hole in the ground, and he goes into it, and there's green grass, there's mammoths, a lot of extinct animals. Well, these two saucers come up, and they put him in like a tractor beam, and they start pulling him down to like their capital. Okay, so the city of Shangri-La or whatever, I can't read that. But they brought him to the main city right there. And he notices on the side of these UFOs is that a Nazi symbol. All right. So he's thinking, oh, they could be Nazis. They could be aliens. I don't know what they are. So they land, and the leader of this group comes walking out. Well, he speaks to him telepathically, and tells him that they are the Aryan race. And as you know, the Nazis were trying to, they believed in the Aryan race. All right, so they're telling him, we are the Aryan race. Blonde hair, blue eyes, that whole thing. Tall white guy. And tells him, we are talking to you because y'all need to get rid of the nukes, because nukes are very dangerous technology. So fast forward to him leaving. They end up actually losing troops, like military men and ships in Antarctica. They lose ships, people die. They end up nuking Antarctica. This is fact about the people dying and losing ships. He goes to South America and says there's a grave, dangerous threat in Antarctica. We need to be ready. There's going to be a big attack on the world. The next day, he steps back from that article or from the people he was talking to and says that's not true. Like somebody got to him, right? And so he goes home, he writes a journal, he dies, his son finds the journal. The son tries to release it, but he dies before he's able to. How he died, it says he died of malnutrition due to Alzheimer's disease. But some people believe it was the government. So yeah, it's fun stuff to talk about, fun stuff to listen to. I just have a good time, like listening to those fun conspiracy theories. They're fun to me, even though they're crazy. Like you don't actually believe it, but they're fun. But if you look at Google Earth, if I remember correctly, last time I looked at it, like the pole is kind of like blacked out. They do update it every now and again, so it might not be that way, but the North Pole's blacked out. Like they're trying to hide something, right? And flight paths. So flight paths around the globe, not a single one goes over the North Pole. That is illegal. You cannot go over the North Pole. You all have to go like this, right? There is not a single flight path going over the South Pole or the North Pole. None whatsoever. Hell, you can't even go to parts of Antarctica. You can only go to certain parts of it. You can't even explore it. And it's not even supposed to be run by a country, because there's a big treaty, real life treaty, amongst all of the different nations of the globe that no nation will control Antarctica. And you can't so nobody actually technically controls it, but they kind of split it up. What is happening right here? Why is it typing like this? Man, I cannot spell. Quit doing that. What is happening? Thank you. Antarctica map countries. Quit. Why are you doing this? There we go. All right. So different countries technically are supposed to control different regions. Of Antarctica. Well, that's bad. See, this isn't right. Because America has part of it. Where is the actual proper? I cannot find the. What is Microsoft Bing? This is a horrible, horrible search engine. I can't find anything. What is this? Archito map. That's not showing me anything. There's a map. There should, if you Google it, there should be a map that actually shows like what countries claim what. But there is a part that America has claimed. Anyways, so you can't even explore all of Antarctica, right? So like like the whole ice wall theory, how the Earth is flat. That's a fun theory to like actually look at, but I mean, like I said, I don't believe it. The Earth is not hollow. The Earth is not flat, but it's fun. Um, so yeah, here's the treaty of all the countries that are part of the treaty. So you can't even explore it, and so people are like, that's why the Earth is flat. Like they won't even let us look at it, or the Earth is hollow because they won't let us explore it. We can't take a flight over Antarctica or the South Pole or the North Pole or whatever, right? So that like it's supposed to give credibility to the story, to these people's beliefs. So yeah, there you go. It's fun. It's fun to talk about. It's fun to joke about. There was a while I had one of my buddies in college. I actually convinced him that I actually believed in Hollow Earth. It was pretty funny. His reaction to that. He thought I was serious. But they're fun. These are fun theories. If I ever start a like podcast, I think that's kind of like what I would want to do is a little bit of those like fun conspiracy theories, Like everybody knows about the JFK conspiracy theory. Everybody knows about that. But not me, like y'all didn't even know about Roswell. And I thought that was common knowledge. So those like little fun conspiracy theories, they're just fun to talk about, joke about. They're really fun to me. So there you go. Oh, so Admiral Byrd was a real person. He did go to Antarctica, the South Pole, and the North Pole on expeditions. There were dead military troops. Everything else is speculation. So, some people believe that's because Hollow Earth. Some people believe it was nothing. All depends on who you ask. Yeah, I find it real fun to look at that stuff. Shot. Yeah, that's true. There you go. There you go. I completely forgot about that episode of X-Files or X-Men. I mean, not X-Files, X-Men. I completely forgot about that. That's funny. But what was I about to say? I was about to say very interesting. Yeah, I think it's fun.
That foul, stinking, rotten German. He was here.
Wow, you got the #1 crown, Slim.
He will pay for what he has done.
How'd you get that? What I don't know what that means. Top fans? You have 75 XP? How do you get XP? What does that even mean? I have no idea what that... Huh. Sorry, I'm gonna... Let's see. What? There we go. I need to pull up my Twitch stream on my phone so that way I can actually see comments if anybody actually does pull it up. I should have done that a long time ago. I forgot. Oh, dang it. Why is it doing this? Sorry, it's gonna take me like 5 seconds to do this. Okay, make sure my phone's turned all the way down so I don't hear it. Alright, see if it's actually loading. Okay, it's playing. Yeah, no comments on it. Yeah. No views on Twitch. You have to be in the chat a lot, and the more active the XP you get. Huh. I figured that would have been Waffles or Best Day or whatever the hell he calls himself now. Yeah, I don't know how you do that XP thing. Because like I figured Waffles, who is on almost every single one of my streams, I figured he would have been like number one. But that's cool. Oh, we're gonna try. Figured I'll play some. I've been kind of feeling like playing some Black Ops Zombies. I was going to originally play either the new Black Ops Zombies or Minecraft or I need to finish Oblivion, so try to finish Oblivion today. But because I was gone, I lost Wi-Fi at some point. I guess because of the rains, and oh, because you're on PC. Okay. Try and get comfortable, because if I do go to round 50, that's going to be at least an hour. But everything needed update, including the Xbox when I got back. So the only game that actually loaded, or that did need an update, was old Call of Duty. So, all right, let's see how far I can get. It's got to be a good setup. Hopefully I get a good setup. I had a good little bit going earlier, and then I messed it up. So, when I get in a good spot, I think I missed that fourth shot. So, oh, that's what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about the Men in Black. So when I get into a good spot, I'll tell you all about the Men in Black. That's a fun. How about? Did you go to the Black Sabbath concert? I bet that would be really cool to go to a Black Sabbath concert. Or did something happen? I don't know anything about. I didn't know there was a Black Sabbath concert. I need to save money. So I got this plan. So I got this plan to be able to quit the fire department someday. It's because I'm sure you know, I've already tore both meniscuses and both knees. My knees are constantly hurting. Oh, it's in. Oh, the last ever in the UK? That would be a cool concert to go to. But I bet that would be. Damn it. I bet that's very expensive to go to. So so I have this like plan to where um, buy about 10 acres of land, flatten it out, and build either a trailer park or tiny homes out there. And so, with a trailer park, what's nice about that is the people actually bring their own trailers to the park. So you don't actually have to put all this money up front all to buy all these trailers for people to rent out of. They bring their own, right? So it's a little bit less cost up front and a little less overhead because you don't have to take care of the houses. You don't have to pay a repairman if something breaks. The only thing you have to worry about is flattening the land and and utilities. So like sewage, electricity. You just got to make sure that stuff gets out there. So once when you get that stuff out there, people move out. You have them rent anywhere from $300 to $1,000 depending on the location. You can have anywhere from 4 to 10 trailers on a single piece of on a single acre. So so say you have five trailers on each acre, and each of them rent $400 a month, right? So you have 10 acres, 5 trailers a piece. That's 50 times. If you get max capacity, which really in reality you, oh shit, how did that guy not die? In reality, you probably will never get max capacity. But if you did, that is $20,000 a month, right? And so depending on the loan that it took to be able to flatten the land, to get utilities out there, that's a good profit. On the flip side, doing tiny homes, one, you can have a lot more tiny homes out there per acre. Tiny homes are a little bit cheaper, so you can actually rent them out to people, and so you rent them. You can rent them out. You can use them as Airbnbs. You can use them as permanent living for retirees, stuff like that. You can have a pool because they don't take up as much land, so you have a little bit more land to play with, to build a pool, to build a little dog park. So that's my plan, to be able to maybe get out of the fire department after a 10-year career before my body just completely breaks down. So yeah, I gotta save money. I'm trying not to go to concerts a whole lot, because I'm sure y'all know my wife likes to go to concerts.
I feel like dirty capitalists. Fury of Red Army.
She loves going to concerts. Like, that's like the thing she loves doing, right? She likes going to those country concerts. Oh, why'd you not jump? You gotta relearn all the buttons in this game, because they're a little bit different.
Running low on ammo.
Uh-oh. Please be slide. That wasn't slide. Why did you... I did not mean to knife that just randomly. Random zombie. Okay, I need to go hit the box, see if I can't get something decent. Alright, now I got 2. Let's go hit the box. She the one who said... Yes, she likes falling in reverse. we went and saw some. Why am I glitching? We went and saw Falling in Reverse in Rocklahoma back, I think, in 2021 or 2022. They were pretty good. Ooh, nice. I actually crowd surfed. That was fun. Okay, I'll take that too.
I look pretty sexy holding this big gun. Sexy Russian Nikolai.
All right, might as well turn on everything. I got one zombie. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. That concert, Falling in Reverse, they did a great job. They do a good job during the concerts. Very enjoyable. I think, if I remember correctly, I do remember correctly actually. The headliner was Slipknot, but the issue with their concert was that Slipknot, the speakers in the area that we were standing in, blown. So we could not hear Slipknot playing. What'd you put? I'm scared of them stealing my shoes during crowd surf, despite being in their 60s. Metallica was really good. Oh, yeah, I bet Metallica would be a really, really cool concert to go to. That would be awesome. I wish they would play the Super Bowl. I think they would be the ideal band to play at the Super Bowl. But you know, they all want those rappers. I can't stand it. I wish they had Metallica do the Super Bowl. That would be awesome. Come on. Got it. Would be y'all's dream concert to go to? Like, what band do y'all want to go see? Tool would be a cool band to go see. They would be pretty cool. Currently Megadeth, okay. Metallica. If it was 1989, you would go to Metallica? Oh, dang it. I waited too long, it disappeared. Yeah, Megadeth would be pretty cool. Do y'all like Escape the Fate? See if y'all like that band. Could understand if y'all don't.
Free ammo is only
That's kind of a waste of max ammo. So I think my favorite concert when we went to Florida for Rockville. Haven't heard of them? Wow. Okay. I thought they were. What the hell? I thought they were a little bit bigger, I guess, than they actually are. Um, so they were playing in Rockville, Florida, and they were playing on one of the smaller stages. My wife decided she wanted to go see Smashing. But your aunt likes them. Okay. Yeah, they were. I think they got popular in the late 2000s, early teens. I think that was their prime. Um, the lead singer of Falling in Reverse was a part Escape the Fate. That's a little fun fact for you. The lead singer. Why am I blanking on his name? The lead singer of Falling in Reverse actually was part of Escape the Fate originally, and then when he got in trouble with the law, which, as y'all know, he got proven innocent, he ended up leaving the band, and Escape the Fate found a different singer, and he started Falling in Reverse. Anyways, so so right, my wife goes over to watch Smashing Pumpkins, and I stay over to watch Escape the Fate. And Escape the Fate, they they threw a good little concert over there, and since Riley wasn't around, she would not let me go to into a mosh pit. So I was like, she's not around, so here's my chance. So I went, and they were having a little mosh pit, and I jump in the mosh pit, and I'm running around. It was one of the circle mosh pits. We were running around in circles, and bouncing into each other. And I look up, and the lead singer of Escape the Fate is standing on top of the crowd right above the mosh pit singing. I was like, and I'm like 2 feet away from him looking up at him. I'm like, wow. So that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. That was fun. She wasn't too happy that I went into a mosh pit because she was worried I would get hurt.
I feel like other Nikolai again.
But I definitely say it was worth it. Just like crowd surfing to Falling in Reverse, I definitely say it was worth it. I mean, the crowd surfing thing was really fun. Everybody was like pushing me along in the back because I started in the very back. And when I got about halfway towards the stage from where I started, they just dropped me. And I'm like, I'm still smiling. Like, it was still fun, even though I fell. And I look up, and all these guys are looking at me like I'm an asshole. I'm like, what'd I do? I didn't do nothing. I just having fun like everybody else. I didn't hit anybody in the face when I fell. Oh, double points. I'm sorry. At the time, I weighed like 160 or something. It's not like I weighed 250, so I don't know why they were all grumpy about it. How many more zombies do I get? Alright, I need to go find Double Tap. I think I'm gonna get... I need to go to a mosh pit and get a black eye or a big scratch. Have you ever seen... I'm sure you have. The Walls of Death type of mosh pit where it's just like two rows and they just slam into each other? That's crazy. Just imagining dead sprinting into the person across the way from you. You're fine with being in the stands.
Ammunition fires double. Where is challenge?
When I threw, so you know the garter, whatever, however you pronounce that, the thing that typically the bride is wearing, that the groom takes off of her during the wedding and throws it to all the single men in the crowd. My wife decided she didn't want to do that. You're gonna drag him into the mosh pit. Yeah, that would be nice. I do know that there is a way to get a free perk, but it's just very, very low likelihood of doing that on this map. You have before it has to be before round 10 or round 11. Can't remember which. You take the teleporters, and there's a low chance of actually getting a free perk. I think you can get up to 3 free perks, I think, on this map. But this should be everything I need for this map. Should be. What was I saying? Lost my train of thought. Man, what was I saying? I don't know, I said a lot of stuff already tonight. So after I get the what? So do y'all know? Y'all have seen the Men in Black movies, right? So the Men in Black movies were actually, here's another conspiracy for you, containing to like aliens and paranormal type stuff. Since I gotta sit here for a minute anyways to rack up money so I can go pack punch my guns. So the Men in Black, as y'all, if y'all assume you didn't watch the movies that much, but you know what it was, right? So if you don't know, what they do is if you saw an alien, then they would come and wipe all trace of that alien from either your mind or physical evidence. Well, according to the stories, these alien Men in Black were real. All right. That might be movies go hard. There's some good ones. So one story that I remember in particular, this one sticks to in my head really hard. So there's a bunch of them, but this is like the main one that I'll tell you. So the man saw a UFO and he took pictures. And so he is. I need to mute my phone. Oh, my phone's about to die. I need to mute my phone. Alright. There we go. It's muted. Um, so so this man, Michael Jackson. Um, so the this man, he saw the UFO, took pictures, and had evidence, and so he's typing it up in a paper. He on his typewriter. I think it was typewriter. It might have been a computer. He's typing it up, and this man shows up at his house. So how it's described is very plain Jane facial features, nothing unique about this man. I mean, it's very odd looking because how he's dressed. He's dressed in a black suit with like a fedora type of hat. It's off-putting how like basic he looks because like his face, his eyes, they have like, I guess that's not basic. His eyes don't have color to them. The rest of his facial features are very generic. He doesn't have a grin. He's very pale. And so he comes into the man's house and says, "You need to delete and get rid of all that evidence." And the man says, "No, I am not going to get rid of the evidence of what I saw." And so the man in black, it said that they're able to like hypnotize people or they can threaten them. So in this particular story that's supposed to be true, he grabs a coin, like a quarter, and he holds it out to him and says, "Watch." And he melts the quarter in the palm of his hand. Just melts in the palm of his hand. And he says, "Do you want that to be you?" And of course the man says, "No. Why would I want that to be me? I don't want to burn," right? So he deletes it. He deletes all evidence. And so he deletes all evidence of the aliens that he saw and took pictures of. I love the and those stories. There's like a few of them, and there's not very good hard evidence of Men in Black. There's also, actually, I just remembered, there's a hotel with cameras. Okay, these two Men in Black with like the facial features that I described, and the way they're dressed, that how I described it. They walk into this hotel. They go up to. You can actually find on YouTube. You can find the clip of it. This security camera. Of the security camera of these two Men in Black going to the front desk, asking the clerk or the front desk lady if they what room number is this man in. Well, the front desk lady or man, whatever, whoever worked there, I don't remember if it was a man or woman. He says, "No, I cannot do that. That is privacy. I cannot give you that information." They talk for a good little bit of them trying to convince him, and it's a big crowded area, right? There's people walking in and out, so they can't use like their magic tricks to try to convince this person, or else everybody would see it. So they just eventually turn around and leave. That's kind of cool because you actually can Google or go to YouTube and find that security footage from that hotel. Oh, you know what? I should have gotten the quick hands perk for reloading. I might have sold. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Especially since I got 2 LMGs. At least one is magazine fed. Is it called Quick Hands? I'm forgetting what it's called. No, not of the hotel room, of the front desk.
Why do I think it was the German who told us how to operate this device?
The security footage was of the front desk of the person walking up to the front, the men in black walking up to the front desk asking about that man. Speed Cola, thank you. Man, it's been a long time since it's been a while since I played Black Ops Zombie. Oh shit, Black Ops Zombies. Yeah, so it wasn't the security footage wasn't of the hotel room itself. I should be throwing nades. Oh yeah, I really should have grabbed Speed Cola. I messed that up. And I don't want to waste one of my quick revives. Alright, let's go. I think that's the last one, right? Yeah. I should have checked before I jumped down. It's been so many times I've died on this map thinking it's the last one, and it actually wasn't. Alright, double pack this stuff. Thunderwall? Yeah. Not quite the one I want. Fireworks ain't too bad. I don't really want Thunderwall. I want the lightning one.
I wonder what happened to other Nikolai. The one who walked with fools. This machine appears to...
Oh, that's definitely not the one I want.
I wonder who sent it and why.
Well, it might actually help. Go see if I can get a better third gun. Maybe the third gun I put the lightning on. Does she know? Not really. When I put on the conspiracy theories on the podcast during road trips, she kind of like rolls her eyes and just either takes a nap or plays on her phone. She doesn't really delve deep into that type of stuff like I do. Like in high school and middle school, I was deep into conspiracy theories. And I loved, there we go. That's what I wanted. It's just, it's fun to watch and listen to those stories, be it true or not. It's fun, you know? But no, she doesn't. You could ask her if she knows any, but I really don't think she knows any. Other than maybe the ones I've told her. That's probably the only story she knows is the ones I told her. I doubt she really knows any others. Oh, black is a... I was confused there for a second. Yeah, my cousin, who was one of my groomsmen, he's with you on that. He thinks white isn't a color. It's kind of funny, because it depends on how you search it up in Google. Like, the way you word it, you'll get two completely different answers. Either it is a color or it isn't. Or white is a color or it isn't. It all depends on how you, like, search that up. Or what engine you use, or what website you look at.
This Russian is ready and eager for more blood.
Man. Come on, dude. Kill them all. Oh, where did you go? Stupid turn zombie. That's one thing I like about the new zombies is you can actually have more than one turn zombie. It's kind of cool. What'd you say? They're both colors. Well, one of them is the absence of all colors, which by definition is not a color. So fully argue my case. We'll see what happens. We'll see if she will listen. I doubt it. But you know, I half agree with her.
I have seen this before on the battlefields of northern France. I remember a mechanical man.
Getting the thunder gun or something would be really nice, but or Wonder Wolf. I really like that. I think that's my favorite wonder weapon in Black Ops 3. Either that or the on the map with the dragons, that special weapon, I forget the name of it. Oh man, this is my favorite gun. Just line them up and take them all out. Oh, double points.
We got raising pay now.
There we go. Just mow them all down. I really need a second pack punch to my Dracon. Let's go do that right quick. I think there's only one left. For the Dracon being someone's... Really? You've never heard that? When I first started playing this, every YouTube video I ever watched had it in like the top 5 weapons in zombies. Unless if you're in multiplayer. Yeah, in multiplayer it wasn't very good. But almost in every single gun ranking YouTube video I ever watched of this game, it was it was considered in like the top 5.
It appears at least my immediate
Turned again? What the hell is that? It's got so much power to it. You can shoot through multiple zombies at once, especially since this is a flat area right here. Can just line it up. See if I can. See, there's 2. I don't even need that insta kill. But I grab it anyways. Oh yeah. Look at this. This is depending on the map, it's either this gun. Really? The RPK? Huh. I've never heard the RPK being better than this gun. The Gorgon or whatever this is called. I've never heard... I don't think I've ever heard anybody rank the RPK above this gun. This LMG. This is my favorite LMG. The Dingo, that's what this one's called. The Dingo. Is that what I said? I don't even remember what I said. Make sure all my guns are reloaded. Yeah, there. That's why this gun's having... That's the thing I also like about the... Dingo more. Is you can... Than the RPK is you can edit... After you get fully leveled up, you can edit it and put... Yeah, not the Gorgon. I didn't mean to say the Gorgon. I meant the Dingo. The Gorgon's not very good. There was a YouTube video I watched where damage per shot is the most out of every LMG, but because it shoots so slow, it has too slow of a fire rate. But based off of per shot, you can do more damage per mag than any other LMG. But that's not the gun I meant to say. I meant to say the Dingo. That's what I meant to say. But that's something I like about the Dingo more than the RPK is you can edit the attachment. So you can add like the fast mag, which makes it where you don't need the speed cola or dang it. I keep getting okay, yeah, speed cola. I keep getting that one and the sprinting one mixed up in my head. But yeah, I got 2 of my favorite weapons in the game. I think my third is the Wonderwaff. Gosh, dang it. I'll see you next stream, brother. I should stream tomorrow. Hopefully I finish everything around the house I need to, and then I'll be able to get on earlier. I'll be able to play with some friends tomorrow. I'm going to try to finish my Fallout 3 race with Cameron. And then play some Black Ops 6 tomorrow. Have a good night. I really need to pay attention and try to save the last zombie so I can double pack. So I can change this double pack because I did not like turned. I should also change the Dingo's double pack from turned to something else, I think. Do you... Kino, I like Kino. I've never gotten that high of round. It's this map is my favorite map to go for higher rounds because of this little area. It's so easy to line up all the different headshots. The only issue is if you get overrun, obviously. It's not very good. Do you... I haven't played Black Ops 3 in a long time. Do you remember... if you have two of the same second pack, I know they have cooldowns, but if I go from this gun, which has turned, to this one that has fireworks, the fireworks can pop immediately because it's a different mod or ammo mod. But is it based on the weapon time or is it based off the ammo mod time? I don't remember. I think in Black Ops 6, I think it's based off of ammo mod, not gun. Do you remember, is it in Black Ops 3 which one it is? Is it the mod or gun? I wasn't... Speed Cola. There's still quite a bit of them coming. Yeah, I think I need to get rid of the turned. I kind of like the turned at first, I think, because I mean, if the turned zombie would actually... oh, no. Damn it. If the turned zombie would actually stay on the catwalk and block him, that would be cool, but he doesn't. You believe it's the gun. Alright. That's good to know.
These are dark times. We must remember why we are here. Only I can remember.
Thunderwall again.
Richthofen's actions will create
That's
chaos
shitty.
throughout all of time. Will he never change?
I don't like being in this spot. This is not a good spot to be in. Look, it's just the hellhounds. Dang it.
Perhaps such firepower may
Turned again!
long enough to trigger beacon.
Am I not gonna get lightning?
What did I say?
Thunderwall? What the hell? Oh, I should have reloaded first.
Maximum ammo equals maximum
Dang it. I just sold. Not a single one of my guns was reloaded. You haven't played in like a year. Yeah. I think that's about... last time I played it, it's been about a year. Me and Cameron, though, we did find a glitch. You'd have to go back into one of my first YouTube videos from last year to find it. But the glitch was, if you had... try to remember what... I think it was one of the free gobble gums. If you had the gobble gum equipped and you die and you're supposed to keep your weapon when you die, that gum. I can't remember what that gun's called. But you need to play with multi people. You need to play with other people with this mod or this glitch to work. If you go down with the starting pistol, you'll actually come back with the ray gun. Oh, dang it! I wasn't paying attention again. I might be selling here since I'm not paying attention, and I need to go get different ammo mods. I've been wanting to, ever since we found that what we think is a glitch. I've been wanting to come back to Black Ops 3 and try that glitch one more time to make a proper YouTube video of that glitch. Oh, whoa. How'd that guy get by me? Okay, that looks like the last ones. Okay. Yeah, I wish a lot of games are cross-platform. Get rid of Thunderwall. I don't want that. Is that my third liquid Davidium? That's awesome. And one get turned again. I am getting bad rolls.
It appears at least my immediate future
Blast
is
furnace.
secured.
Alright, well that's better than turned.
I wait. I wonder.
Wait, did I just... No, I got fireworks still. Okay.
This machine appears to follow our
Thunderwall.
every step. I wonder who sent it.
Am I imagining that there's a lightning ammo mod or something? Because I have yet to get it on a single gun.
Why do I think it was the
Fireworks.
told us how to operate this
Oh gosh.
device? Perhaps the songs are
Turned again.
to pollute our mind with
What is going on?
somehow I knew my patience
Thunderwall.
would be suitably rewarded. Richtofen's actions will create chaos throughout. Will he never change?
Never get what you want, do you?
Weapon to match the importance
Blast
of our mission.
furnace. Give me lightning. Come on. I just went through, I think it was close to 20 grand.
This machine appears
Turned again. Oh, great. I just went back to what I started with.
why?
Where'd he go? Yeah, he turned. There is a lightning one. Yeah. Why am I not getting it? I'm having some bad ARG. I think that's what the proper term is. Oh. I am really excited though for the. Have you heard about the very unlucky? Yeah. Have you heard about the new Xbox that's supposed to come out in like 2027, where it's going to be a part of Steam? Is like partnering with Xbox on it. Alright, let's try it again. Hopefully the turn doesn't kill the last one. So the next Xbox that's supposed to come out is going to be part of they're like partnering with Steam, so it's going to have all the Steam games available, which means all of the PlayStation PlayStation exclusive games will eventually come to Xbox. I think it's like you have to wait depending on the game, I think, but it's like 10 months after the release it comes to Steam. Yeah, I think PlayStation would need to do that because I think that will help bring a lot of people to Xbox because that opens the game or the console to so many different games, like all of like the little third-party companies that upload their games to Steam but not to Xbox or PlayStation, and that PlayStation exclusives. And I feel like they need to try to do that same thing to be able to compete, because I feel like that alone will help Xbox win the console war like big time. I feel like that could even it probably won't kill PlayStation, but I feel like that will hurt PlayStation big time. But I'm real excited about it because there's a lot of like those indie studio horror games that I've been wanting to play that they're just not available on any consoles. Are those last two? Oh, it is. Dang it! I messed up again. Yeah. Eventually I want to get a PlayStation, a PC, but with Xbox, you don't have, with consoles in general, you don't have to. Oh, I finally got Deadwire. With consoles, you don't have to like build it yourself. Because if I ever get a PC, I'm gonna want to build it myself. So that way, I can get like the best of everything, and that's gonna be expensive. So that's gonna be a lot further down the road. Either way, even if I do get a PC, I'll probably still get that Xbox. Finally, yeah. I'll probably still get that Xbox because it's easier to transport. Like if I go to the ranch or something, and I want to bring my PC, that's gonna be a bit of a pain in the butt to do. So I would just bring the Xbox because that's easier to transport. Alright, let's not mess this up this time. Let's actually reload everything. Alright, everything's reloaded. Let's see, what should I like fireworks, Blast Furnace isn't bad either. Blast Deadwire is definitely the best. Yeah, that's why I would want to build it. Or that's part of the reason why I would want to build it. That was a waste of a Deadwire shot. Again, another waste of it. Yeah, I really should have gone. I know I said it like 5 times already, but I should have grabbed the Speed Cola, I think. I think that's going to be my downfall. Yep. Well, now I can grab it. I just lost one of my guns, so.
I merely slipped on all the blood I spilled.
Shit. Oh, what? How'd I not hit him? Oh. Damn it. How'd I miss every shot right there? It was point blank. I think the most I ever gotten on this map anyways is like 35, 40, and that's with a partner. It's also at the fire station, and we got a call, I think. And you can't pause it on split screen, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I got 3 liquid diviniums at least. Got a new optic. I don't even have fast mags on this. I've played this so much, and how have I not maxed this gun out? Yeah, the Gorgon, yeah, that one's trash. Yeah, that's the only good LMG. Haymaker's phenomenal. I love that. You need monkeys. Yeah, I should have. Yeah, you're right. I should have kept spinning the box to try to get monkeys. You're right. I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. There we go. All right. I don't even have the Haymaker max level. Oh. Let's see. what map should we play next? And it is almost 1 o'clock. One more game, and then I'm gonna get off. Maybe play the original map, the very first zombies map ever made. I think that might be the move, maybe. I mean, it's gonna be a quick game since you can't pack a punch. Yeah, let's do that. That way I'm not up till 3 in the morning. Yeah. When I'm playing just like solo like this, I kind of like camping spots. Oh, that's not. I kind of like camping spots. Like right there. Or like on that other map. This one, it's such a slow start. Because the spawns, they spawn so far away. What perks do you... Here, I'll get the perks you say to get on this map. What perks do you say? I'll let you pick my perks on this one. I usually get mule kick since ammo seems like it's so scarce on this map. I like Widow's Wine, but not really on this map, because you can't throw those nades in that spot. Because, you know, right there you can buy nades and just throw them. And you can't really do that if you get... You can't do that at all if you get Widow's Wine. Yeah, but I mean, I can hit the perk machine multiple times until I get the one we want. Oh, well, that'd been nice. Where's this sus guy at? Where is he? What a waste of double points. Wow, I didn't even get one shot off. Am I blind or something? I just did not see him. Oh, there's another one somewhere. Here he comes. You say jug, speed cola, double tap, and you can get mule cat kick for an extra gun. Alright. That's what I'll go for. Come on, give me something good. Hey! Well, I'm not going to get any money at the start of the game, but at least I got something good. Do you know, can you have both ray guns at the same time? I think you can't. I don't think you can. Alright, I need a money weapon. Let's see. I think there's... Is that the... Yeah, I might have to buy that for a money weapon. What's the one right... Yeah. Oh. Here we go. Come on. I know, first spin, I couldn't get the lightning at all, and now I finally got something good. I got real lucky there. Alright. Where's this last guy at? Not yet. That will come in real handy in this map. Just gotta remember not to... I gotta remember actually go for that later. I always forget when I get into later rounds to try to get gobblegums. That wasn't a bad nuke. One thing that I wish would return in zombies is... Did you ever play Black Ops 2? In Black Ops 2, you can get... what's it called now? Perma-perks that can follow you from game to game, depending on you don't break one of the criterias and lose it. I always liked the perma-perks in Black Ops 2. I wish they would make a comeback. You played Buried? I love Buried. I think that's my favorite Black Ops 2 map out of all of them. I love how you can get every single perk for free as long as you don't mess up. And if you do it just right, you can get them all. And how you can get to the Pack-a-Punch in round 1 I've always wanted to try to do that. Um, I tried a few times. There's a what is that called? Like achievements. There's achievements that you can go for in every game, right? Well, one of them in Buried is you pack a punch your gun. Deadshot, no. You pack a punch your gun on in the very first round. 6-shooter. Yeah, okay. For that map, I guess it is kind of um has good immersion. um yeah, I have my banks maxed out. No, the banks should all connect. They all connect. So if you have maxed out bank and buried, you have maxed out bank in every map. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, if I remember correctly. But you have to get your gun pack-a-punched in round 1 without using bank money. Which would be... It's very hard to do, because you have to maximize the giant dude and hit as far... you have to be as far back as you can, and you have to aim him just right, or else he's gonna miss, and then you just wasted money, and so you have to be perfect to go for that. Ah, there we go, double tap. Okay, that's what I thought. I like playing Transit with friends. That's the fun map to play with friends. It's not very liked though. I don't really understand why it's not liked. I never understood the hate towards Transit. The one I dislike, mainly because I could never really figure out how to play it, even watching YouTube videos, is High Rise. Never cared for High Rise. It is a pain in the ass to get. That's what makes that that achievement so dang difficult, is because you have all that money, right? And you have to maximize you have to maximize using the big guy on top of not getting hit by one of the witches. Or ghost witches, or whatever they're called. Because if you get, as you know, if you get hit, you lose all your money, and then you have to start over. Or if you go to the bank first, and you take enough money from the bank to go pack a punch. Oh, shit. You, take the money to go pack a punch, and you get hit by one of the ghost witches, you lose all of it. Yeah, falling off the buildings, yeah. But the high round strategy for that map, it's pretty entertaining to watch. I've always wanted to try it. Because you just stand there and you shoot, at the ground of one of like the stairs in a certain spot. Oh, jug. There we go. I'm getting decent pulls. I do have a Discord. I gotta find it though. I can't remember. Speed cola. I need speed cola. I don't remember. Dang it. Because I had to get a new phone. Hold on. Maybe I can find it on the laptop. Maybe it's automatically signs in. See if it open Discord. School email, no. Pending. What is pending? Is this it? Okay, I found it. I found it. I found the Discord. Alright. Let's see, how do I... Can I send a link through... How do I send the link? Sorry, I can't... If you're typing, I can't see if you're typing. Server, okay. No, you're not. Inbox, show member list. How do I always forget how to work this. I always forget how to work Discord. Okay, why'd you not go back? He changed his... Best Day changed his name again to Lay's Chip Bag. Man, he changes his name so much. Oh man, how do I add you? Oh, create invite. Here we go. Copy. Alright. Did I copy it? Okay, I'm gonna put it in the chat. There you go. It's in the chat. There you go, son. I need to sign into that on my phone so I can... So, like, if I'm not able to stream like I wasn't able to for the last 2 months, I can put it in my Discord. I always forget about Discord. Come here, big guy. Because I feel like Discord's really good for having a community. It's just, I always get so busy. Like, this month, okay, so I want to stream as much as I can, but, and I want to upload YouTube videos, but, oh, hello. Here's the issue, is with this month, it's hay hauling season, and, once when all this rain dries out, me and my brother and one of the guys from the station, we're going to haul hay for a little side gig to make some money. So when people need us to haul hay, Alright, cool. Cool, some. We need to be able to go out there and haul hay for them. And it can be pretty profitable to haul hay. Because say you're doing like $2.50 per bale, and there's 1,000 bales that you have to haul out of there. That's $2,500 split between 3 guys. That's a pretty good 5-hour gig, you know. And then on top of that, at some point this month, I think it's on the 19th, I have to go up to Washington for a wedding. So from like the 17th to like the 21st, I'm not going to be in town, or I'm going to be at the station working. So until school starts back up, when my wife isn't able to like go do stuff as much, and gives me a little bit better of an excuse not to go back to the farm, because that's the other thing. Like my dad needs help at the farm and ranch, right? And my brother is not always able to be there to help them. Sometimes they need me. Well, when my wife is 2 hours away from the farm or ranch, I mean, that's a pretty good excuse to be at home. Yeah, that's over $800 for a 5 to 8 hour job. That's if it's an 8 hour job, that's $100 an hour. I mean, I can't turn down that money. And also, so there's another side gig we're thinking about doing. Is we're going to also start welding on the side also, which welding we can get paid like $35 an hour. Just like being traveling welders, going to people's houses, welding up fences, or welding whatever they need welded, you know? So if I get a welding job, there we go. If we get a welding job, I need to go to that, because that's a good bit of money, you know? Like if it's a 8-hour job times $35, you know, that's 40, 24, that's $260, you know, like that's, and then more than likely it's not going to be a 8-hour job. More than likely it's going to be a few day project, especially if we're building a fence for somebody, because we got to cut the metal, we have to get the metal cut to the right length, right? And then depending on how long or how big or how complicated the person wants us to build this fence, depending on how big the person wants the fence and stuff, it can take us a few days to build. So, and I need to save up that money to be able to do the trailer park and the tiny home, or the tiny homes thing that I talked about earlier, right? Because the sooner I can do that, the sooner I can quit the fire department, so that way my body doesn't fully break down. Like hopefully I won't need full knee replacements when I'm 35 years old. I won't need that until I'm 60, you know, if I'm able to quit the fire department. Don't get me wrong, I love the fire department. I love being a firefighter. It's fun, it's great work, real rewarding work, but it takes a toll on the body. And I don't think you were in the chat earlier with the floods that are going on. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but you know what city I work for. Go to, and I'm not going to say it out loud, because if I do, and some of the stuff I might accidentally say, I can get in trouble. I can get suspended for insubordination, basically. So go to If you want to know a little bit about the floods, go to my city's name, all right, on Instagram. My city's name, Firefighters Association, and it's one of the first posts that will pop up. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to fit in a tiny home either. But I mean, some people can. And if you can, I'll have the house for you. You know? I ain't living in it. But if you go to that link, or if you go to that my union's fire department's Instagram. How did I get stuck on? How did I start talking about this? Man, I'm all over the place tonight. Oh, so that's where I was going with it. The state of the fire department is not in a good way right now either. And there's a potential that it does not get better. Because other fire departments have went down this path and have not been able to recover. So, and I don't want to... I hope that's not the case. I hope we're able to fix it. It's not entirely... When you read it or look at the post, you might think it's all my chief's fault. It's not. It's also his boss. Because the chief has to answer to people too. It's not just him. So it's not entirely my chief's fault. That being said, I'm just kind of nervous about the path my fire department is going down. And so hopefully all that other stuff works out. Because if I'm able to do an early retirement, I can also start streaming more often, which is a lot more fun. It's even though it's fun being at the station, this is a little bit more enjoyable. So oh, hello there. Yeah, the tiny home thing though it's because, so I think you know where the farm is, where I'm from originally. I think you know where that's at. I just don't want to say it on stream in case if somebody does like a deep dive on me in 10 years. Shoot. All I'm getting is bullshit. What was I saying now? I lost my train of thought. But where I'm from, it being a tourist town and all, a few of the tiny homes I can have be Airbnbs. And, the Airbnb that people stay in, they don't need a whole lot of room, depending on how many people there are. They don't need a lot of room. And so, but it's not all just going to be Airbnbs. I mean, the retired people, they don't need a whole lot of room either. A lot of them look to downsize into tiny homes or into trailers. A lot of them. So if I'm able to tap into those successfully, I'll be doing good, you know? Oh, damn. I did not mean to hit that. But yeah, a tiny home would not fit me. I want the house I live in, me and my wife live in currently. I don't even think this is big enough. And it's a 3-bedroom house. because we want either 2 or 3 children, and then I want my own game room. So that means and then we need a guest room in case if people visit, you know. So that would be, it's like 6 rooms, and that's a pretty big damn house, you know. That's not small. And then eventually, my wife is gonna want to be a stay-at-home mother. So for that to happen, we need to be able to get like at least 10,000 a month to be able to pay for kids between me and what other stuff I'm doing. And that's another thing about the fire department is I'm not always going to be at home, you know? And I would like to be at home every day with my future children. I would like to try to get one of those trailer parks or tiny home parks going before. Yeah, I could. I'll talk about that in a second. But the whole like kid thing is we want to try to build one of those parks before we have kids. Because once we have kids, that's going to be a big money pull. But yeah, the building my own. We need to get you famously paid for your videos and streams. That would be nice. That would be nice. If I could get like the size of queso or something like that. Then I wouldn't mind my dad finding out, because if my dad found out I do this, he would not like it. Anyways, building my own house. So, that's really what I want to do. To me, ideally, we live in our own house. So when we have our kids, by the time our oldest is 5, so that way the kids never have to move, and the house that they live in growing up, they have actual memories there, and when they come home to visit, they still have those memories. So I do want to buy a big piece of land, and maybe like 300 acres, and build our dream home that we would theoretically live in our entire lives, or ideally, we would live in our entire rest of our lives, and because that ultimately that's the plan. Hopefully, by the time I'm 35, we're building our dream home. You know, that's just, to me, that's just ideal. Oh man, I want the haymaker. And then if this does take off, right, streaming on YouTube, but like I said, the issue is it's hard for me to be what is it called? What's the proper word? Like if you go to the gym every single day, you are, by definition, a certain word I'm trying to think of. But it's hard for me to be that type of word because of all this other stuff I gotta do. I gotta go away for 24 hours every 3 days. Sometimes 48 hours. And I'm only home for 24 hours, like if I'm working overtime. Especially now that overtime is no longer taxed until, at least until 2028. Or is it 27? I think it's 28. I need to try to take advantage of that while that's available, you know? So that way we have that money to be able to do those projects that we want to try to do. So, like, it's hard to edit a video. It's hard to stream, then edit a video from that stream down to a sizable video that people will watch. And on top of that, be a firefighter, do work at the farm and ranch, and do welding and hay hauling. You know what I mean? It's hard to do that. I like editing. I enjoy sitting down and editing. I do. But basically what I've found, editing a video, it takes me twice as long to edit a video. Hey, there we go. It takes me twice as long to edit the video of the length of the video. So if I'm streaming a 70, if I'm streaming a 3-hour long video and I download the stream onto my laptop and I sit down to edit it into a 30-minute to an hour long video, it can take me up to 6 hours because I have to go through every minute of that video. I have to try to cut out cussing. I have to try to cut out the time I get up to go to use the restroom, or cut out little insignificant stuff, you know? It takes a good bit of time to edit. And I know a lot of other people do it. They have a full-time job and they do YouTube. But they also don't have to go out to the farm or ranch at least once a week. They don't have to go haul hay a few times a week to be able to afford the life we want to live in the future. Or weld. So, assuming we do go down the welding route, we will be hauling hay. But assuming we go down the welding route, it's going to be tough to stream. Maybe not stream, because I can stream like I am right now. But it's going to be tough to upload YouTube videos. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, because I said a lot of shit. I probably repeated myself a lot. Yes, that's another reason. And especially during the summer. So, like, I assume you remember me playing with Clay and Jacob on, like, Warzone and stuff. Right now, they're at their family's farm helping during the summer because they go to college. So they're only able to play with me during college, when they're in college. And Cameron, he's working right now, and so it's hard for him to play with me. Cause he needs to make a living, right? Jareth, same thing, but now he lives at his family's farm full time now. And they don't that area that I grew up in, where all my friends are at right now, they have bad Wi-Fi, so they're just not able to play really. My brother, he's like I mentioned, he's also on a different shift of me. So he's B, I'm C, so we work different times. So we're only off for 24 hours at the same time. And so he might be at the farm helping do stuff. He might be busy working with his second job, which is a mechanic. So and the farm has very bad Wi-Fi. So unless if my family updates the Wi-Fi, he's not going to be able to play with me. I don't think he's going to be able to play with me for the foreseeable future. So it is hard to do that, but there's certain people I want to play with. Put that. And then there's certain people I can't play with, because like what's his name? What is his name? He's a real famous streamer. There's been streamers in the past who have either played or talked to minors, not even like not even what the hell? Not even inappropriately, and they've gotten in trouble. So there's certain viewers that have wanted to play with me that I just don't want to risk that chance of me getting in trouble for playing with a 13-year-old. If like me and Cameron are playing and we accidentally say something inappropriate, maybe not even towards him, but just while we're playing together, I don't want that to get like misconstrued and we get in trouble. Or I get fired from my day job. Golly. It's not getting anything good from the box. I would like either the haymaker or not play it in the top part right there. Is that what you're talking about, going down this route? Come on, give me something good. HVK. It's not the worst, but it's not what I want for this map. Good on some maps, but not this map. Oh, the minor part. Yeah, But does that make sense? There we go. What I'm saying? Takes a while for some of the chat. Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a 15-second delay from me to you, and then there's a delay from you to me. Oh, shit. I killed myself. I saw that max ammo. I was going to throw out all my nades and everything, and I just killed myself. Oh, damn it. Yeah. Yeah. You're right, Slim. You are right. Alright. Well, I'm going to call it for the night. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I think it was a good stream. It was fun talking about those conspiracy theories and stuff. I love talking about that stuff. It's really fun to me. But alrighty. You have a good night, and I'll be on tomorrow at some point, so maybe I'll see you then. I know it's embarrassing. That was literally, I killed myself. The zombies didn't kill me, I killed myself. Due to me throwing a nade, and then I try to get out of the way of the nade blows up and kills me. I mean, I literally killed myself. I hung my head for a good second. Alright, you have a good night. Alright, bye.